Any supplements that you found have helped?
Yeah, actually there are. And I'm a believer in N-acetylcysteine, or NAC, which is when you swallow it, it's a prodrug for what's called glutathione. Glutathione is the chemical that a huge number of cells in your body produce as a way of cleansing the organs. So to give you an example, NAC, if you go mushroom collecting with the next rain up the coast, and you pick the wrong mushroom and eat it, and your liver's being destroyed, and you're orange as a pumpkin, and you present to the emergency room, the very first therapy they would give you would be intravenous NAC. In other words, to save your liver. So NAC is something that cleanses the organs, including the kidneys, including the lungs, including the heart, including the brain. So NAC, I'm a believer in. I've always taken additional amounts of vitamin D, on the order of about like 5,000 units a day. I've always liked magnesium. Take some extra magnesium. And then a friend of mine who's a nutritional oncologist, who is in the Chicago area, and he's a surfer also. He actually went on the Antarctica trip, and he and I surf Lake Michigan and places like that together.
Sure.
But he has these supplements that he's put together that are sort of a gamish of 15 or 20 things that would sort of be everything you might find at Whole Foods. And I've always taken some of that.
Okay. Got it.
A little bit of curcumin, a little bit of fish oil, but not too much. If these things cause you to bleed, I did find for a while I was taking sort of preventative low dose or baby aspirin. But boy, I just found, even like punching through a lip, I would get these little, ecchymoses, little, sort of bleeds under the skin on my face. So I cut that out.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't take any supplements. I'm 44, and I sometimes don't even know where to get started. It seems there's so much. There's so much variety, and there's so many types. And then there are also, the snake oil sales people out there peddling their own, motley portions. So I sometimes don't know. I think I will have to put in more research into.
Well, the research gets very easy if there's a branch of integrative medicine called functional medicine.
Sure. Yes.
But the principle of it is that you look for biomarkers. And if you want to not shotgun with supplements and be subject to snake oil people, or your perception of people as being snake oil as a way of not doing what you maybe should do in terms of your homework, kush.
Fair.
So biomarkers would be, looking at micronutrient levels in the blood, looking at vitamin levels in the blood, looking at inflammatory markers, coagulation markers, immune function. All of these things are easily done. And what's really interesting now in the field of health is that there's a lot of direct-to-consumer ability of ordering all the lab tests that you otherwise would have to depend on physicians for. So you can go to like directlab.com, and you can order virtually anything that a physician would order. And if you want to, play around and look online under what I would call terrain panel. So you want to look at not the disease qualities of one's body, but the terrain, meaning the healthy part of your body. And you look at what the normal levels would be for you name it, magnesium, or C-reactive protein, or things of that nature, and then all the different antioxidants and all that, and then you would say, oh gosh, I'm below normal. I don't know why that is, but I'll start taking such and such, more zinc. And then in 3 months, I'll recheck that on that dose of zinc and see if I'm hitting the level that I want, some optimal level, ideally on the upper range of normal.
Got it.
And at least then, yeah, you're not shotgunning. You're actually working with your own physiology from a standpoint of knowledge.
That is, yeah, no, that is very sanguine advice. Somebody else recommended functional medicine to me for just the same, I think the same sort of concerns I had about shooting in the dark. And I think, thank you for reinforcing that. I think I'm